What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Ranked Replay review episode. So we're actually going to review two games really quickly. I'm going to quickly go through them. So they're both going to be Rus vs China. And yeah, I'm just going to show you the difference, what I learned from the first game. And thanks to a wonderful member of the chat, 104Tim. If you don't know who he is, I would say check him out, but he never streams anymore, which is sad. We all miss his stream. Oh, look at that guy. I don't know what he's doing. So in the first game, I tried to 1TC all in China as Rus. Now I'm going to speed this up. So yeah, I've been doing the 1TC all in against China and having some success this season. And I got this boar as well. But this base is very hard to attack, especially with where he puts his Barbican. And there's cliffs here. And, you know, the wood line's pretty safe. Barry's in the back, and he puts Barbican on the resources that aren't in the back, and he has plenty of spears to defend that. I did not have archers at this point. So one thing I could have done differently is use my militia earlier. Definitely should have used my militia earlier, and they maybe could have got more harass done. But I did kill a villager with the militia, so not too bad. Somehow I'm a villager behind, probably because... I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong, actually, to be a villager behind at this point. I must have idled my TC at some point. I don't really know. Because she just got strong, I shouldn't be behind on vills. So maybe I missed a villager for a brief second at some point. But I was really struggling to do damage in this base, and you can see why. He's got berries and deer, and his gold under the Barbican. His woodline's not very harassable, and he has no need to come out here for these resources. So I'm unable to do basically any damage with my units. I probably could have charged him with the knight and killed this and taken some damage with Barbican, but it's hard to get yourself to dive on the Barbican, and I probably should have done that. So there's things I could have done better. Maybe like looping around the back and harassing this with some knights, like kill the Imperial official. I don't really know. But this base is just really hard to attack. And because I stayed on 1TC, I'm just getting behind because China is on Song, so they're getting villagers faster. And they gather more resources with the supervising. So I'm kind of just getting behind while I'm trying to all in. And I'm not getting any damage done with my units. And I'm kind of just waiting for rams. And so at this point, I'm getting frustrated because, yeah, I can't attack into this. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to come over here and attack the wood line. But I'm too late. Look at how many units he has now. More units than me. And my army's now kind of trapped. It has to circle all the way back around and be useless for a while just to avoid dying. And, yeah, from this point, I already kind of felt like I had lost. And now he's going castle while he has enough units to defend. So, kind of a really bad situation for me. And so I just build the rams, because that's, you know, my siege engineering is super late, by the way. This should have probably been earlier. And, yeah, I'm just not super happy with the situation I'm in here. And the siege engineering is late. And I'm not building a ram as soon as it comes through. As we can see, and now he hits castle. I'm a little indecisive. Here comes the ram. And Oh no, this is just too late. He's going to be able to supervise his upgrades for units if he so desires. Seems like he's not remembering his upgrades for units, but either way, he's getting out Palace Guards as well. And my push is just way too late. And I should be focusing down the spears more with the archers here, but yeah, he just had too many units, and he has Defender's Advantage and Castle's Age, so this push just didn't go very well at all. And, yeah. I'm getting further behind in the Vil count. I'm behind in tech, and, yeah, my push didn't accomplish anything. So, from here, I just kind of lose, and, that's basically all there is to it, because I have to age up to catch up, but now I have, like, I also need to defend, and, yeah, I do manage to kill a villager there, but it's one villager. Okay, I kill a few more, it looks like, but I mean, who cares? At this point, it's just too late. And I probably should have done a move like that earlier, but it just felt like I couldn't attack into this. And yeah, Nest of Bees is coming out, and even though he leaves this Nest of Bees exposed, it doesn't really matter, right? Because he's pushing into my base with all of this. And I just GG'd. So, yeah, like I said, Tim4Tim was in the chat, and he says that you should pretty much always do a 2 TC all-in against China as Rus, which was not something I really knew. So, later off of stream, I played another game, and I happened to get the same matchup. So I gave it a shot with 2 TC, and let's just look at how much better this goes all around. I mean, first of all, the spawn isn't as busted for the China player, and the player maybe isn't. Well, honestly, I mean, player's probably about the same level as the other guys, so they're both like plat to diamond. But yeah, I think the 2 TC play works so much better. Yeah, some fun micro there with the bounty. I feel like I didn't get good bounty this game. I don't remember. I think I got decent bounty, but it wasn't the best. Anyways, yeah, the 2 TC all in works so much better here. I go for okay, yeah, my bounty's okay. Go for a very early second TC. I wish I had dropped my stable earlier. My stable is super late. And, yeah, I also probably should have harassed a little bit with gremlins. I don't know what I was thinking. They're too late. It's way too late to send the gremlins. But, either way, just the strength of this build makes such a big difference. And, yeah, he goes for a more, like, exposed second town center here. So, the moment I see this, I realize how annoying would a wooden fortress on this hill be, right? And obviously it can't be in range of the TC. So, I'm immediately going to, yeah, try and get a wooden fortress here while harassing with knights. And this game I just do a much better job as well of being more active with my knights. And as the game goes longer, like, my economy is scaling as well as, you know, his economy is scaling. And, yeah, just all around, I just think this is a much better, solution for playing against China. So yeah, when you see something like this, like, wooden fortresses have, it can be quite annoying, right? Like, I can get a range upgrade for this as well, and just anytime I'll have vision on where the bills are over here at all times, and I'll also be firing on the bills that come out here for the deer. So very frustrating for him to have that there. So he gets super focused on taking that out, that wooden fortress, once it goes up. And meanwhile, I finally start doing some raids with the knights. At some point, someday. It's really hard to raid China at this stage of the game. Like this wood line, I could be putting pressure here. That's where my units should probably be, but I felt like defending the wooden fortress was a good play. I'm not sure if he has vision on this, actually. Well, that'd be a good thing to know. Let's see if he has vision on this wooden tower. He does. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, he does have vision on the wooden fortress here. On the town center. So, if I leave this unguarded, like, good chance that he wipes out the Ville, but I think I still should have been pressuring this wood line earlier, so that's something I 100% could have been doing better. But this was a good raid here. That's 2 bills dead and some others hurt. And now we got this down, and we're going to get some arrow slits. And I go ahead and just start walling this side and taking some map control. Oh yeah, I'm still going for an all-in kind of play. Oh, am I? I think I end up going castle. I'm still going for massive units and just to do a lot of damage to feudal, right? And finally I wrap around to this wood line, get a few more Ville kills. And at this point, like, he has to move his whole army back to deal with this, or he shouldn't move his whole army back, but that's how he reacts. So, completely delaying these rams, from attacking up here. And he's idling 7 villas in this village right now. This village hasn't finished. Yeah, I'm getting rams myself, or I'm preparing to. And at a certain point, I realized that I can just go castle with the damage that I've done. I think maybe I could have got this a tile closer, a little bit closer. I'm not sure exactly. But, as you can see, I'm starting to build rams because I wanted to push, but then I kind of realized that, he's pushing him with a big force. And I just back this up. And I have another group of knights coming around to the wood line again. So this is a really good way to, to deal damage to your opponents, is you get them focused on something like this, and you're able to push from another direction with a few knights and deal damage. And I think I do decide to age up here. And that's because after idling this wood line like 3 or 4 times and getting several villager kills and not really losing knights, I did feel like I was ahead, and I was 6 villagers ahead. Plus the idle time, right? That adds up as well. It's hard to measure that with just a Ville count. And he starts kind of moving forward. Oh, I hope I don't lose this knight for free. Oh, that's bad. I think I was still queuing my new knights to come up here, so this knight's just kind of running, taking damage. So something I could have improved on. But at the same time, I'm getting more pressure on the wood line. I killed an Imperial official. And it's just the groups of knights, right? Like, he starts chasing these knights, so my other group of knights circles back in and does damage. Meanwhile, I'm able to go castle behind this. And, honestly, he could have gone castle himself, so mistakes. But I think he's just kind of distracted with, you know, the knight raids that keep coming in. And, also trying to make a farm transition. Even though he probably could have got this food out here, right? As well as tried to go for this. Some mistakes on his part. But now I'm 13 villas ahead. I've killed 10 villagers. And, I'm castle age. And as soon as these unit upgrades come through, I know I can take a good fight. I don't know what he's doing with his army. Like, he's looking for my knights. So these big mistakes from him. Like, he should not be have his army so out of position to look for a few knights. And I end up catching the his landmark going up with these knights and killed 3 more villagers and denied the landmark for a minute or 2, which is really nice, really nice. And now I have veteran archers, and I can drop ramps. More villager kills. And look at, I'm now 18 or 20 villagers ahead, more than 20 villagers ahead. I kill like literally all these villagers here. So that's massive. And I really want to take this fight before his unit upgrades come through. So I try to get pushing in a second, I'm sure. And could have used a little bit more production at this point. I'm floating wood, so. But I'm also picking up relics behind this, which is really nice. And we're ready to push. And I see him pushing, and I decide just to go ahead and try to take this fight. I felt very confident with this fight. And as you can see, I clean up, and he just forfeits. So, yeah, just kind of a different approach can make a massive, massive difference, right? Just at this higher level, like, literally, your build matters so much, right? Like, going 1 TC against China as Rus is apparently just not the play most of the time. So, yeah, if you were wondering how to play this matchup, I hope it helps. And maybe you got some other insights as well about poking with your knights and army. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.